Evening all, welcome to the finale of FRL Season 6 Tier 1. Today you join us at what is said to be Monaco without the walls, as we see the Alpha Tower heading down to turn 1. We have a very close title fight today. 3 drivers could potentially come out victorious. We have, let's have a look down the field. So once they all come out the pits and the order is set, I will introduce you to all the drivers. But first, championship standings. We have Jules in first. He needs to win with fastest lap to have the championship. If the rival IGK underscore, I'm just going to say Gil, I don't know how to pronounce it, Gil, why not, can finish in second. Behind him and the third and final championship contender, we have Yannick, who is currently on 112 points, and he will have to finish first with fastest lap, and the other two that I've just mentioned there finish in 7th and 8th respectively. As we see Aiden already dropping out the session, I'm guessing that's more to do with technical difficulties. But anyway, here we are, just waiting for a few to exit the, don't need that yet, we'll stick that on there, stick the full track map up there for you, stick the fastest lap on there as well, why not. So anyway, as drivers come onto their out laps now, have a couple of drivers letting each other through. I'm just going to quickly change the camera. There we go. A bit of trouble there as we see Martin in the Ferrari coming round the middle sector. There's a reason this track's called Monaco without the walls. 14 corners, all of which are very hard to follow through. Main overtaking zone will be in the first turn. A lot of yellow flags. We have a Williams pulled over to the side. I wonder if someone's crashed or just taking a breather. But it doesn't seem to be anyone stuck out there, so we'll just think that the date is wrong, so I'm pulling off there. Very difficult track to qualify on this, as we see Grail setting the initial pace with a 1:13.2. We have no idea if this is good or not for this tier. We'll have to wait for his championship rivals to respond. Few drivers out on inters, funnily enough. Couldn't tell you why that is. I'm guessing it's just for a joke, or they made a mistake. I can't see any signs of rain. I don't think it's going to rain, but anyway. So interesting qualifying strategies here then. We have Celio and sorry for butchering all these names, VR Chris on the hards, yet to come out the pits though, and everyone else is on softs apart from Martin and Yannick, who are on the inters, strangely enough. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the track map now as we follow Gil on his out lap. I can't see anyone who is on their in lap at the minute, so I'm going to stick with the Renault as the Red Bull comes flying past there. That would be SHZ Joey. Let's see if we can get on with him. Yes, we can, as he comes round the second to last corner into turn 14. Double hairpin sort of complex here. And is he going to set a time of, he's going to put it second so far. A few temps off, well, 1 or 2 temps off the back of Gil so far. Just keep an eye on the chat here. Let us know your predictions, by the way, in the chat. This is going to be an interesting one. Do you think Joey? Who do you think will be our championship winner coming into this race? So we'll return to the pits then. We've got Symbolics coming round the first turn. He's on his in lap. Got the tyres open, makes it a bit easier for me to see who's on what lap, because obviously the more lap, if you're on 2 laps, it usually means you're on your out in lap. Apologies for any noise you hear in the background, by the way. PlayStation has just decided it wants to be very loud the moment I start streaming, and my chair is quite creaky, so if you hear any of them and if it gets too annoying, let me know in the chat and I'll see what I can do to sort it out. Anyway, just over 12 minutes left of quali. A lot of drivers setting in initial bankers. We've had Gil here setting the initial pole of 1:13.2, not closely followed by Joey, and then a couple seconds off, well, about 2 seconds back off the pace, we have Symbolics. Let's have a look. Sylvan in the Haas has just gone second quickest. He could be a potential contender depending on where the other two finish. I'm just gonna change this, make it, see if we can detail. Nope, won't let us change that. Anyway, so let's see if we can catch someone on a flying lap then. Let's go for the McLaren of Jules, and I'll see if we can, oh never mind, he's pulling over, abandoning that lap. Anyway, let's look behind him then for see a couple of drivers going wide to get out the way. It's very difficult this, because none of the drivers want to tell their engineers they're coming in for an in-lap, so I don't get the prompts. But anyway, let's follow Jules round on, I believe this will be his in-lap. Oh no, it's time. He's getting out of the way there for Juiced. Let's get on with him. Coming around this sector here, this is a very tricky sector here. If you touch that curb you will spin, but you gain so much time by being very close to it. Coming behind the Alpha Tauri, sorry. He's going to dive out the way, let the Alfa Romeo through. See them both coming through the middle sector here, weaving their way through the 10-11 complex. Down to this fast right-hander, and then you head straight down the hill to this 90-degree right. Gets on the brakes nice and hard there, coming through to the hairpins, trying to get a toe there, one of the McLarens. Don't know what that sound is, but anyway, into the final corner. Juiced, oh never mind, Juiced has come in for some reason. See one of the Alpha Tauris binning it into the pit wall. Oh, that's going to be, that's not going to be forgotten about in a hurry. Sorry Chris, just about caught you there. Anyway, it looks like all the drivers are setting in or out laps. I can't see anyone apart from that Red Bull who's come round turn 13. That would be someone in for their in lap. The Williams out the back there just goes flying into the wall, spun it there. Oh, and there's a big collision. The Alpha Tauri is out of Gil. That is, ooh, will that lap be good enough to carry him to pole? He's just binned it behind the Williams of Steph. Oh, the only man that can challenge for the, well, one of two men that can challenge for the championship is out of qualifying in the final round. Drama here at the Hungaroring as always. Will that lap be fast enough to make him keep that pole, or are drivers finding more grip on the track as more cars go round? We'll have to wait and see. As you watch the McLaren round, currently the only car on track. Why does everyone have stupid names to pronounce? Silu, I'm gonna say it. Anyway, he's the only car on track with an invalidated lap, so we'll just watch him drive around, get used to the lines of it, explore, see where the grip is. I believe this will be his in lap, and then the track will go quiet. But we've got a couple Red Bulls there beginning their flying lap. Aiden is back out, I believe. Well, he has been disqualified. Joey going fastest, pushing Gil down to P2. Locks up there. I can't. So we got the McLaren coming into the pits. Driver pulling out behind there though. We've got, who's this? Symbolics going out for another run as drivers begin their second run of the day. Coming round turn 2. Up through here, this is one of my favourite parts of the track. This, you come up over this blind crest here, and usually at racing speeds, yeah, that you could be done at just a lift. and then you got to get very close to that curb, using very high gears there, saving the tyres, making sure there's no chance of spinning out, using a lot of curbs there. Be sure to experiment with the track limits on his outlap. Anyway, we see Joel now on his outlap. One of the Hasses actually I've just seen come past the line there. That would be Sylvan as he's on his flyer. Turn 1 there, choking the engine, making sure to use them low gears for deceleration and then straight back up for traction. Comes round turn 2, nicely done there, kept it very tidy as he flies up through the turn 4, sorry, this little left kink here, and then round to turn 5, a place where every driver has spun on this game. Curb so tricky to get right. Gets on the brakes just before the apron, slides it round through the chicane section, and now into this very fast middle sector. There's lots of tricky corners to navigate here. You've got to get them just right. So much time can be lost or gained here as he goes purple in sector 2. Swings it round here, and now it's just a breeze to the line. Get this hairpin right. Locks up massively, that's going to cost him time. But anyway, doesn't use the full length of the pit curb there. Misses the barrier, comes round the final corner. Where will this put him? Goes pole with a 1:13.1. Brilliant lap there from Sylvan. Of course, there is still just over 5 minutes left, so I wouldn't say his seat is safe, that's for sure. Just having a look now, see who's next across the line. The McLaren of Salute. He's begun his, can't improve. Yeah, I think he's done now. He's going to go to the pits, strap on a new fresh set of tyres, and we shall go again. Looks like someone has had an accident or coming off or something. Yep, Shape Lele, or Shape, I can't say it, Shape Lele, Shape Lele, whatever, comes round the I should say 2 round the turn 11 exit. I think he is gonna box now. Them tyres will be overheating to hell. No, he's not, is he? Just avoiding the pit barrier there, as we saw Chris do, who is currently sat in P5 on his in lap, I believe. Oh no, he's on a flyer as he comes down up now round there. Turn 5, yep, carrying a lot of speed there. Don't look that quick on board, but these cars can do upwards of 100 mile an hour through these sections here. I know you're carrying about 95, 96 through that chicane, which is one of the tightest parts of this circuit. Keep predictions coming in the chat, guys. Let us know who you think will be crowned Season 6 champion of FRL. It's always nice to hear your feedback as we watch the AlphaTauri come through. Constructors then, let's have a look at the standings for them. Racing Point lead by 8 points, followed by McLaren, who, well, sorry, yeah, McLaren bringing up Racing Point's rear. And then Alfa Romeo in 3rd, followed by Red Bull, Williams, AlphaTauri, Haas, Ferrari, Mercedes and Renault in last. Doesn't mean there isn't positions to play for here. The grid is outside of the top 6, is pretty close. We've got Ferrari, Mercedes and Renault separated by just under 10 points. So there's a position there, P8 in the constructors up for grabs, and then we have Haas and AlphaTauri. They're pretty close on 112 points and 106 points respectively. And then there's a bit of a gap all the way, we'll just jump to 1st and 2nd. And then we have Racing Point in 1st, followed by McLaren in 2nd. 8 points difference between them. Racing Point currently sat on 230. McLaren on 222. Why are we just sat here watching them? There we go. See, Jules going fastest, yet to set a time. Fastest in the middle sector, comes round the hairpin, doesn't use all the curb, gets it to the left for the final corner. Will this be enough for provisional pole? We'll have to wait and see as he comes across the line. Only manages 6th on that lap. He'll have to get round very quick if he plans on setting another one. Let's have a look here now at Joey in the Red Bull, giving it the beans through the middle sector. Is he going to go purple? Yes, he is. Purple by just over a 10th as we see him glide down the hill. Ooh, locks up there at the hairpin. Uphill a tiny bit now through the last corner. Will Joe be able to improve and snatch pole from Sylvan, who's just set a 1:30? Yes, he does. 1:13.078 for the Joey in the Red Bull. Will anyone be able to beat that? Who knows, as we see Chris now coming across the line to begin his lap. We'll watch him go down through turn 1. And then we have the Renault of Yannick coming next, about to begin his lap, swiftly followed by the Alfa Romeo of, I'm just going to call him Shape, who is just beginning his lap. So a lot of drivers just starting their flyers now. See the 2 McLarens coming through the final corner. Maybe they'll be trying to get some slipstream off each other, but anyway. Shape retiring. I wonder what happened there. Looks like he had an accident around turn 3, maybe. Can't really see if there's anyone coming past there. Might have a look. No, there is not. Have no cameras on what happened to Shape, as we see the Haas going round the Ferrari the long way. That could be a potential qualifying infringement there. Meanwhile, Joey still holds pole. Who is going to be challenging him? We've got the Haas of Sylvan. Will he be able to take it back? No, he will not. Doesn't improve on that lap. Well, he does improve, but it's not enough. Is he going to go for a second one? He might do. Joey retiring. He's had enough. He thinks he's done enough. We'll have to wait and see, as we see one of the racing points coming across the line next. That would be, I think it was a racing point. Didn't quite get to see it for all the yellow flags. Anyway, we'll stick with the racing point as they come through turn 11 now. Symbolics has also had enough. Or Symbolics. Uses all that curb through the final sector there. Upshifts. Let's get the traction. Will this be enough? I don't think anyone's just trying for pole. See, he's not managed to improve as he comes across the line. Puts it P3. That knocks Girl down, who had a big crash with, I believe it was a Ferrari, down into 4th. Are we going to see anyone challenge for that? Juiced maybe? Nope, he's done. No more laps are being started now as we see Martin crossing the line. Is he going to be able to improve? Does improve, but still managed to hold P13. Anyone else? We've got a Williams now. Steph, nope, he's had enough. He's retiring on the straight. Only one I can see now is Yannick, who is coming round the final corner, or coming up to the final corner. Will he be able to take pole? But Sylvan has with a 1:12.8. I must have missed that. I apologise. Yannick, nope, doesn't improve. So it's Sylvan then, sat on pole. Is he going for another lap? Nope, he's just cruising around. So there's your qualifying order then. Let's just have a look, make sure everything's alright in the chat. Yep, everything seems to be working. So here's your qualifying order then. We've got Sylvan in first in the Haas for 1:12.8, and then 2 tenths behind him, 2.5 tenths. We have Joey, Jokul, IGK, Silu, Chris, Juiced, Yannick, Steph, Jules, Symbolics, Miku, Martin, Terra, Shape in 15th, and Aiden bringing up the rear in 16th. That's your grid for the final round of the season. It's looking to be a close one, with the only two people that can challenge for the championship starting lower down than we would have predicted. Making sure I've got the right things up then to begin the race as they all go to form the grid. Yep, we're all good. So go. Here's the awkward part, waiting for the formation lap to start. Do make sure, if you are watching this, to leave a comment saying who you think will win. Do you think there'll be any safety cars? Will they all make it through turn one? You never know on this track, very narrow. You could do what I did and have your foot slip off the brake, absolutely dive bomb it. I remember that season 4, I believe it was, 3 or 4. But you never know. There we go. Now the grid is formed. Haas pole on the left, Red Bull on the right as they begin their formation laps. Seeing them all leave the grid. Very, very long run down to turn 1 here. As we see, especially if there's a safety car, you've got to be very cat-like when you come through there, or you're just going to lose out time. So we have Sylvan leading the pack through turn 2. This is followed by Joey, and then the 2 racing points of Girl and Joke. Then the lone McLaren of Silu, followed by Chris. Juiced in that Alfa Romeo, Yannick in the Renault, Steph in the Williams, another McLaren of Jules, getting his tyres warmed up. Renault there, Symbolics I should say, the Mercedes missed him out. Miku in 12th, Martin 13th, Terra 14th, Shape 15th, and Aiden, who is still just about in the race, is lagging everywhere. Will his internet be stable enough to stay in it? That's his biggest factor at the minute. Not looking like it is, unfortunately. But anyway, the grid is just coming around turn 12 now, getting them tyres warmed up, doing the last minute burnouts, making sure you're all good. Oh, big slide there from Gale as he, I'm just going to call it an IGK. Big slide there from IGK. Just about holds position. On your screen now is the predicted tyre strategy. If you're going for the 1 stop, you'll go straight onto the hards. 2 stop could be a little bit more risky, but you go soft to medium. For those of you who didn't catch it, let's just make sure all of this is set up. Detail, leave the position changes. Anyway, now the grid is formed, the engines are revving, the lights are on, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go, go, go for the final round of season 6 at the Hungarian. Ooh, Sylvan getting a horrible start there, drops straight back into 9th. Chris now up into 1st as they go down to the 1st corner. People ghosting everywhere. Ooh, no. Everyone just about makes it through as we look through the field. People ghosting. Chris getting a great start, Steph and Jules dropping back, and there's some smoke going on there, and that's just people locking up. See them all come through up to turn 4 now. And we see people dropping back. Oh no. The grid has changed everywhere. I physically can't keep up with it. Now Martin's in the lead. No, he's not. Joey's in the lead still. Sylvan's in 2nd. There we go. Oh, there's a big spin from the racing point there. Oh, that's going to cost him. That is really gonna cost IGK a lot there. He's gonna have to put a great fight to come through as we have a virtual safety car to pick up all the debris and calm everything down. If he just missed that, RGK has DNF'd from the final race. That means Jules just needs to walk it through, not make any mistakes, and the championship is his as he comes into the pits on lap 1. Could potentially, so Joey comes into the pits on lap 1. Could potentially be for a wing change, followed by the Haas of Sylvan. Juice staying out, which means he is now the race leader. Followed by Yannick in the Renault, Steph in 5th, Silo in 4th. As they get going again, Joey is still in the pits. Graphic has not updated. Juice still is currently in the lead. Let's ride on board with him as we see Yannick having a massive lock-up, jumping back now to the Renault. You can see the gap already forming between the two McLarens of Jules and Silo as they fly up the hill now. Round turn 5, will anyone spin? As we see Swartz has just exited the pits. So, there we go. It seems the graphics of doing the thing, being inconsistent as always. But anyway, let's try and find the race lead. Shape had a terrible start. If we just put up the where is it, position changes, you can see Swartz, who is in the barrier. Jesus Christ, that's not good. He's just come into the pits, hasn't he? Ouch, that's gotta hurt. He must clip his front wing there. Doesn't even care anymore. I reckon he's done. Yeah, took it way too hot then into turn 4. He's reset to track. That is a disaster for him. Juice leads the way down to turn 1 for the 3rd time this race. Yannick is going to be looking to put the pressure on him. We see a couple of position changes at the back here. I told you turn 1 was going to be a good race. Shape retiring in the pits, I saw that. And there's no safety car, but let's have a look. Chris down in the back. Schwartz trying desperately to destroy that car or keep it under control. Whichever you think. I'm sure the Racing Point mechanics won't be happy with him at all, as he is a good, ridiculous amount of time behind the leader. Less than a second separating the top 5, or top 4, sorry. That consists of Juice, Yannick, Steph and Silo, as they all come down towards the very fast right-hander here. Gonna keep an eye out for any battles, but it looks like the field is already spread apart. Joel has had enough of that. He is out for good. See one of the Ferraris running very wide there. And then this man losing 10 positions. The pole sitter had to box at the lap 1. It looked like he got a horrendous start. Dropped him down the order and then managed to pick up wing damage. But anyway, Joey has just set the fastest lap. We see that Schwartz has stopped on track. He's going to get disqualified for that. But anyway, Juiced now coming down towards turn 4, sorry. Yep, turn 5 now. Is everyone going to make it through? Is anyone going to have any accidents? Nope. Looks like they're all doing fairly good so far, keeping to that one line as we predicted. Miku in 7th, trying to stay on the gearbox of Terror. Gonna ride on with him now. Will he be able to close the gap in the middle section? So you can see how much that dirty air is affecting him as he runs very wide there, straddling the curb. That is just the strict nature of these track limits. Can't make up any distance. But we have Chris, who's just retired. Don't wonder what happened to him. Can we see it? As there's a VSC deployed. Can't quite see what's happened to him, but I think he's just pulled over and had enough, which is a big shame. He actually done alright on the start. Yellow VSC to slow the field down now, halt any battles. Sees Joko picking up a drive-through penalty there for speeding. Yep, he's also retiring. Oh, same with Sylvan, that's not good. Where is Sylvan? See if we can find him. He is in 10th. The pole sitter picked up a drive through as the field goes green. There's a yellow flag still on the straight. They are yet to move that racing point. But anyway, they resume racing as we see them heading down towards turn 11. No position changes yet. We've just come off the VSC restart. No one quite managing to get the jump off anyone. But we will have to keep our eyes peeled for any battles up and down the field. Ooh, big slide there from Sylvan. Aiden doing the same. Symbolics now just driving around, trying to make pace with the rest of the field. Good on him, not for quitting out just yet. Anyway, we're on board now with Juice as we see him pushing like hell to catch up to Yannick. You can blame Aiden for this very, very narrow view, by the way. He's the one that made me use it, but anyway. Front two now starting to break away a bit. We can see a gap of about 1.3 seconds starting to form between Yannick and Steph. The podium is still quite tight though, and it is early doors, so the race is anyone's game at the minute. See Yannick follow him round. Everyone seems to be doing alright through this sector. We've had no big spins there so far, which is not what I would have predicted. I would have thought at least 2 people would have bit the big one by now. But yeah, everyone doing quite well to get around there. Love that camera angle as we see Symbolic coming up the hill over to the left-hander. Look how much speed they carry through there. It's ridiculous. And it's a blind hill as well. There could be anything on that side, you never know. Anyway, Juice look like he has got this under control. We're going to have a look. Jules sat down in 5th. Only one that can challenge now is Yannick, who is currently in 2nd. So Jules needs to get a shift on. Let's have a look. I've got the stats here. So, for Yannick to win the championship, Jules needs to finish at least 7th, which I'm going to be honest, he isn't far off doing. Only a couple seconds separate them. Yannick picking up a penalty though, 3 seconds for track limits. So he isn't far off finishing. Yannick just needs to finish 1st and with fastest lap. Otherwise, there is no chance and he will be out of contention. But Juiced is managing to pull quite a big margin there. Let's change this gap to the leader there. You can see the... there we go. You can see the different tyre strategies going on. You can see who started on the top 10. Only 12 drivers have come out, emerged from the previous 7 laps. They are Juiced, Yannick clipping the grass on the straight there, Steph there, Siley there, Jules there in the McLaren, Terra just coming out the final corner, Joey swiftly following. He's going to have DRS maybe. No, he won't, but he's going to close up there. He's going to go down the inside. Will the Williams be able to defend? Big lock up. Manages to keep it cool. The Williams of Terror just losing another place. As unfortunate, we'll maybe see him come back as Joey locks up. He's going to be flat spotting them tyres like mad. Tell you what, he's lucky they don't have a true tyre sims. Miku a bit too far to capitalise off these two battling. Loads of dirty air there. Did you see the amount of sliding he was doing? Comes dangerously close to that barrier. But anyway, it's looking like the gaps are all reasonably far apart from Joey and Terra. Joey is on a bit of a charge right now. Let's have a look up and down here. We've got, so the gap is about 15 seconds from 8th to 1st, and then we have Martin, who is just behind Adrian, I think has lagged out. Yeah, he has. So we've got Symbolics and then Sylvan, who was the pole sitter for this race, just chilling out the back. Not his day today. He's more of a Saturday man, I reckon. But he is catching quite quickly onto the back of Symbolics. We'll keep an eye on that as we look back down the field now. Everyone seems to have separated again. The Monaco part of Monaco without the walls is definitely holding up. I've only seen one person hit the wall so far, well, as violently as you would in Monaco, and that was Chris in qualifying, who is now retired, unfortunately. Yeah, Haas having a very interesting split here, a bit like real life. We've got Juice there. Oh, sorry. Where's the Haas gone? Yeah, I lost it. Anyway, just watching these guys go past. Juice, oh sorry, Joey picking up a penalty there. He's down in 5th. If I can get the positions back up for you. Yeah, you can see Joey losing 3 places off the start in these last 10 laps. Oh, did we just see a bit of a challenge there? No, we did not. Anyway, see the big gap starting to form. No one's really in front of anybody at the minute, so it's quite a challenge to see any battles. This could be the slowest procession of cars you've ever seen, bar Abu Dhabi, for the final race of the season. You see Juice there coming around turn 4. Steph picking up a 3-second penalty. I reckon most of the drivers will here. Track limits are sort of hit and miss. You're one lap you can be on them, the next minute you're not. Terra picking up another set of 3 seconds. There, he is down in 6th. Bit of a gap there between Terra and Miku. You can see Miku eating some of the dirt that Terra's throwing back at him. Will we see? Ooh, big slide there. See the dirt, yeah, catching up, but Miku is on a bit of a charge on them hard tyres there. Let's see. Same compound. Guessing they started also on the same tyres. Both of them going long, but I don't think. No, Miku is about 2 seconds back, so no DRS for him. He's just gonna have to sit tight. Might be able to use some of that slipstream though. Gets a massive slingshot. No, Terra's just got that slightly better exit there. Anyway, back up at the front. Juice is building quite a big gap to Yannick, who, unless he can put a shift on right now, will have no chance of winning that championship. But never say never, eh? And then we've got Sylvan back there. Down in 12th. I think he's just trying to bring it home at this point. Say he finished the race, he got pole in. But yeah, then McLaren and that Red Bull there, I just spotted out the corner of my eye, getting very close to each other. Joey and Jules getting on the power a bit earlier there than you would expect. We'll just jump onto the helicopter cam with them as we chase them through the middle sector. Don't look like there's going to be a chance of them striking anytime soon, but sadly they're picking up a 3-second penalty. He's lost 4 positions there. But anyway, we could be in DRS here as they go through the detection zone. It's a close one. Moves to the inside to defend. Drifts straight across. Red Bull's going down the inside. Is this just going to be another drive pass? Yes, it is. But we'll have to watch and see, is Jules able to do anything about it? They go over the big bump, cause of so many spins in time trial, I'm sure. Joey locking up there, bit slow through there than Jules would have liked. He's in a lot of the grass, costing him time on the grass, but he's cutting a lot of the course, so he might be gaining it back. Just a tad little downshift there. Cars are still quite heavy on fuel, so nearly just approaching. Oh, yeah, I think Jules is just going to have to sit tight and suffer in the dirty air. But anyway, let's have another look back. Miku and Terra, gap still forming quite big, unfortunately, but that is the nature when you are driving in dirty air. It's better to sit back, conserve the tyres, strike again when the other team pulls into the pits, and then maybe go long. That is what I'd be doing if I was sat in the dirty air anyway. A bit of a gap here between 10th and 11th. You can see them both quite close. A couple seconds separating them at least. I don't think Sylvan will be in striking range as he picks up another penalty down into third gear. Little drift out the corner there. Anyway, we will jump back and see if we can catch any more fights. Nope, nothing yet. The field has separated, but they seem to be doing this a lot. They seem to separate. Everyone finds pace in the clean air, catches up, has a go, and then backs off, which is quite a shame. But Miku there. Unable to catch up to Terra. Seeing Martin there jumping the curbs. Ooh. Let's have a look. P4 and P5 still quite close to each other, but the gap between the podium sitters and P4 is quite high. Martin picking up a penalty there for track limits. This could all be decided by track limits, which is something I'm sure nobody wants, but you do have to factor that in when you're racing here. Yannick is still 2 seconds off the back of Juice. If Juice makes a mistake, Yannick wants to be there to capitalise, as we just see Juice there locking up slightly. But anyway, Steph can just see them. That must be so frustrating, be able to see them disappear over the crest like that and not being able to catch up to them. He's going to have to push like crazy if he wants a chance of that P2. Back and forth, Joey and Jules will be sitting quite pretty, 2 seconds apart, but they've been like that all race, so I don't think a battle will be emerging anytime soon. Symbolic's picking up a 3-second penalty. Let's have a look down the field. Miku not quite able to bring the challenge to Terra. Martin not being able to do the same to Miku. If them two start battling, Martin could be in with a great chance though. You know, battling does slow you down quite a bit, so if Martin can pull a few cheeky moves, maybe keep with the pace of them two, he could be in for a couple positions. Symbolics and Sylvan are very close though, less than a 10th between them as we come round the corner. Symbolics getting on the grass, locking up. Trying to find a bit of clean air. Goes very wide there from the corner exit, killing his tyres. But anyway, they come on to the straight now. Here comes Symbolics round the corner. Was that a good enough exit to be able to defend? What line will he hold? Is he able to get the opens DRS? Sends it down the inside, not close enough to make the move on Symbolics. He would just have to sit behind him and fight another day. Anyway, we're having a look at the gaps here. Yeah, we've got a couple of people still within a second or two of each other, but dirty air in real life can last up to about 5 seconds, it's been calculated. Maybe not on these spec of cars, but that's what the FIA and the teams reckon is the affected range of the dirty air. That is when the air, when a car drives through the air, it pushes it all around, it does whatever it needs to do to create its downforce and send it to all the various bits and bobs that cool the car. Then the car following that, as we see their Juice coming into the pits, he's going to fit, oh, he's got to wait for the penalty. Juice is fitting the hard tyre. But dirty air is almost like swimming through choppy water. You've not got the grip, you've not got the downforce, you haven't got the cornering speeds that you would in clean air, which would be like swimming through in, you know, calm ocean. See, Yannick now takes the lead. He needs to stay there if he wants any chance of championship, because the only other one that can challenge, Jules, is down in 9th, which is exactly where Yannick needs him to be, but he's yet to make a pit stop. So we could be seeing something very interesting shaping up here. Let me just check. It is Jules. If Yannick can hold that position, he will win the championship. He also needs fastest lap, but yeah, He needs fastest lap, but never mind, he's coming into the pits. Slams on, just makes the pit limiter. So does a Steph behind him, so that means Joey will take the lead of the race in the Red Bull provisionally. Before Juice down in 5th. He's exited out of traffic here. He's going to have to find his way around Terror, which will only fall into the benefit of Miku. He's getting a brilliant view there. See a couple of people coming out the pits. That's very close between them. Jules manages to go down the inside. Terror there, powerless to do anything. Juice has such a big speed advantage. Joey yet to pit. He is 6 seconds in front of Juice. As we see the field has formed up again. Miku there having a massive moment, sliding right across the track. My heart sunk a bit when I saw that, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, Martin and Seth down in 7th. He will be waiting for the other drivers in front to pit before he gets a piece of the battle up front. But we're going to jump straight back there now. Don't think the order hasn't changed since we were last here, but they are following others through to 9 and 10. Down towards 11. Now here's one of the best overtaking spots. Is anyone going to go for a move? Yes, they are. Miku and Yannick are scrapping it out there. The two Renaults have changed position. I'm sure Cyril are irritable. Will be unhappy with that. They need to work together if they want a chance of decent points. Be a bad thing if they took each other out. We just saw Juice going purple in sector 2 there. Yellow flag in sector 3. Who's that? One of the Mercs. Symbolics has spun into the wall. Again, he's going to have to make another pit stop. That's a shame. He was doing so well to keep up with Sylvan. Oh, that's such a shame for Symbolics as he drives into the pits. Probably needing a new front wing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that was a close one there. Symbolics could have lost a suspension bracket there, but just managed to recover it. Picks up a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. He's gonna have to. That's going to cost him a good 20-30 seconds, I believe. Yeah, he's done. And to be honest, I don't blame him. That's a harsh way to go, but they're the many mistakes that you can make while racing. We see here Terra and Yannick going at it very close together as they come up through the hairpin. Is Yannick going to go for a move? No, he's not. He's going to wait till the straight. Miku sat behind. All of them have pitted, I believe, apart from Joey. But anyway, he's going to be able to make a move here. Yannick going down the inside. Going to have to hold him off hard there. Yeah, of course, Terra powerless to do anything. Further back though, Miku is just managing to stick with them. He will be hoping they are battling the Ferrari. We are down to just 11 drivers, by the way, one of which isn't even driving, so 10 actual people still on track. Anyway, I'm going to have a look back up front. We just saw Joey pit and sit in 8th. That strategy cost him a couple places. He's 6 places down from where he started. But anyway, I'm going to jump back now. See, Aiden's back. He's going to be in and out for this whole session, I reckon. But Miku still pushing quite hard. Juiced, Yannick and Terra make up the top 3. Jules down in 9th. If Yannick can get to the get into P1, there is a pretty good chance he will win the championship here. Jules is having a bit of a shocker of a race right now. He's under pressure from the Haas of Sylvan, who isn't a slow driver. We've seen in qualifying, he done very well. Yannick setting fastest lap, so he's got that point he needs. If the order stays like this, I reckon Yannick could be in with a chance here. This could be this could flip the championship on its side. This is very interesting. Make sure you stay tuned if you are watching. This could shape out to be a dramatic 15 laps to the end. just watching out for any battles and such. They all come through turn 7 there. Oh, turn 8, sorry. That's 11. No. But anyway, big lock up there from Terra. Drivers don't seem to mind abusing their tyres. We've seen a lot of locking up around here, all coming through the final corner now. As we see Terra going into the pits and Miku as well. Both deciding to come into the pits. I didn't know if there's anything happen between them, but they both look like they have front wings on, so you know, could be interesting. That'll relieve some of the pressure off Yannick, who now only has to cruise. Jules jumping up to 6th. He needs to lose another position, and Yannick to gain one in order to take the victory here. I'm just trying to work out now. So if Yannick finishes 2nd, that's 18 points. Jules is still in the lead. If he finishes 9th or below, I believe, so he has to finish 7th to win. Yeah, if he finishes 9th or below, the championship will be Yannick's, bearing in mind he has that fastest lap. Anyway, Jules seems to have a pretty commanding lead on this race as we see him come through the final sector for the 21st time. He seems to have just found the rhythm with this track, a rhythm that no one else seems to match. Yannick and Steph trailing in his wake. Joey in 4th after that pit stop cycle of the hard tyre guys. And the two McLarens of Silo and Jules. We see Jules there under pressure from Sylvan. Terra in 8th. Miku in 9th. Martin in 10th. And out of the points and hopeless is Aiden in 11th. Of course, very happy that he got a Discord Nitro. If you've been in the chat, all he's been doing is spamming emotes. But anyway, not much happening out on circuit right now. Just someone picked up a penalty. It just seems to all have settled down, apart from at the back 8th to 10th, all very close to each other. The top 5 have separated substantially after Miku and Terra pitted, but these two have been at it literally all race. Number 22 of Terra and the Renault of Miku, hoping to not make mistakes before Martin pounces. Now the two drivers here are going to have DRS, so it could be Terra losing a couple of positions here. We'll keep a watch out as they come down the straight. It looks like Martin's just out of range to get the slipstream. Is he going to go for a late move? No, he's not. He's going to tuck in behind and fight another day. Up in front we have the McLaren of Jules and Sylvan still going at it. We've not seen a position change from them just yet. Let's have a look. Keep watching these two because anything could happen. Jules is under a hell of a lot of pressure right now. This position could decide the championship. Of course, I'm sure he'd rather be deciding it up front, but you get what you're given in these. Get what you're given when it's late on in the season. Big lock up there from Joey. Juice pulling a nearly 3-second lead there between himself and Yannick as he comes down the straight in pursuit. Will Jules be able to shake Sylvan as they come down the straight? He takes the inside. Oh, we've just lost it there. He takes the inside line to defend very quickly, switches out to the back. Sylvan left powers. Yellow flag on a VSC. Who has come off there? It looks to be one of. It looks to be Joey. Joey has come off. Oh, he was running such a great race up in 4th, and he's just binned it coming out of turn 2, I reckon, or is he retired? I very much doubt that, but that is the end of his race. That leaves just 10 drivers in the game right now. The field has slowed down quite substantially. Will anyone be able to make some gains out of the safety car? We'll never know. Just the VSC on its green yet again. This whole section of track here just erupts very quickly there. Puzzling on hard work, this commentating. Anyway, 10 laps to go. Juice is still in the lead, followed by Yannick and Steph, who are both pretty powerless to do anything. But P5 back is where all the fighting is happening. We've got Jules leading this little pack here, consisting of Sylvan, Terra and Miku. We see Terra might be able to make a move here on Sylvan. Jules up into 5th, which means there is no chance of him losing the championship. No one able to capitalise on the DRS train there. And then we have Aiden sitting pretty in 10th. Anyway, they come round the track again. No one daring to make another move. We see Jules leading them through turn 4. Lapping about 2/10 slower than he usually would, I reckon. Just trying to keep the pack behind Joey out of the session. But we're going to see a move down into the chicane. No, we are not. He's backed out of that one fairly quickly. Not worth the risk, I reckon. We'll just ride on board now with Sylvan. As we can see, if you look behind him, that is a scary sight to see. 3 F1 cars ready to make pounce on your every mistake. Jules having to take very funny lines to try and stop Terra getting into Sylvan, sorry, getting into that slipstream. This could be very much Sylvan's time to strike, as we see him all fly around the turn 13 there into the last corner. We'll have to see what positions are changing. We can see Jules immediately dive into the defensive line. That Williams is going to have a massive toe though. Flies down the inside. Nope, doesn't quite make it stick, but that's brought that whole field closer together. Meanwhile, up front, let's have a look. Juiced is still pretty commanding. We see Yannick taking liberties with the track limits. He's not bothered, he just wants to bring it home. I think he knows at this point that unless an act of God happens, there isn't a way in hell he's winning this. But I think he's guaranteed second though, at least, so that's very good for him. I say an act of God, there's 5 cars within about a second of each other, so it could very, very much be an act of stupidity that brings Yannick his title. But anyway, we'll keep riding on board. I'll keep you updated with all the deltas. We can see Miku's very much struggling to keep with them. He's making it up in the braking zones though, because everyone else has to brake early. Big lockups, making smoke clouds and everything. Aiden gaining 3 seconds nearly on them. It won't be enough, but as they come on to lap 28 now. Not lap 27, sorry, they begin lap 27. Yeah, no one seems to be close enough apart from the Williams of Terra, who is going to go and try and go around the outside, or defend around the outside. Gets on the grass, that is no good. Allows Sylvan back to the position he had before, chasing Jules. Yet again, Jules very slow out of that corner there, just parking it on the apex a bit, giving Sylvan a reason to stamp on the brakes as they come up to the hill. Ooh, everyone just managing to get through there on the limit on this middle sector here. You don't want to be losing time, because that sets you up really poorly for turn. That sets you up really badly for the final sector, which is where all the overtaking will be done. I can see them all very close on the limit right now. Jules could very easily lose to them though. You think if Jules has a shocker of a corner, runs a bit wide, not saying he will, but if he does, he runs a bit wide or whatever, that's 5 positions he's losing. Sorry, 4 positions he's losing, meaning that Yannick could be very much in the lead here. I don't know how Jules is managing to do it, but he's staying ahead. Oh, very late move there from the Williams, having to undercut, and someone's round. That is Terror, who is round. Contact from the drivers, from the Haas, it looked like. Terror, who has dropped out of that fight, leaving just a pack of 4 rather than 5. But we see the Ferrari and Miku pushing the Ferrari ride. He comes back onto the track. Is he going to be able to make the next corner? Tucks in behind, trying to fight another day. But that is big drama there for Terror. He gets spun round by a very late defense move, jumping the curb there. Symbolics has joined back. Wants to see the action. Huge mistake there from Terror. I don't think we quite saw it happen. If I remember correctly, I think the Haas moved over to defend against the Williams very late on. Again, legal, you're allowed to make 1 move, it's just it was questionable whether it was in the braking zone or not. Forced them nearly 3 wide, and then left the Williams nowhere to go, and Terror just spun, unfortunately. But that's racing. That's just how easily it can go wrong when you're racing in a big pack like this. Setting about 118s right now. That is the pace of this pack. As we see the Haas going round, locks up. Oh, is Jules going to lose out? Are they going to keep it? They're going round the crest, 2 wide still into turn 2. This is the most action we're going to see all day. Locks up. Is he going to push him wide? Why aren't we getting any good cameras? Jules has dropped back. Now he's going to be threat from Miku, who will not want to be hanging around. He's dancing all over the place, trying to keep the Renault behind him. Miku just dropping back. You see here, if any of these make a mistake, that will be Jules' championship fight over, as he locks up coming into the chicane. We can see now that pack of 4 has just dropped back. Martin as well, I believe, just made a big mistake. We didn't quite catch that because we were watching the drama, but Martin has fell back from the pack. Same with Terror, who has had another accident. Them two could have potentially come together if they dive into the pits. We will have to see. That's given Sylvan a great chance to catch up. Just 10 cars left on the field, and he is splitting them down the middle right now. Anyway, up into the first place we have Juiced, who is just controlling it. Managed to make himself a nice little 4-second gap to the Renault of Yannick behind, followed by Steph, Salu, Sylvan there, and the Renault of Miku. Jules, who is in 7th right now, which means if Juice makes a mistake, Yannick will win the championship. And then we have Martin in the Ferrari, just clear of anyone, as well as Terror, who can just about see him, and Aiden, who's coming into the pits, most likely to retire. But anyway, he's a lap down. Oh no, he's just coming in for a pit stop. Yeah, he's going for fastest lap, I reckon. Gonna try and snatch that off Yannick. Anyway, coming now through. Oh, let's see if we can find that pack again. That pack, no one seems to be making any moves, but they are coming onto the straight. So this is where most of the overtaking has been done. The Renault of Miku getting a huge lunge out of that corner, manages to overtake. He's gone wide though, squeezing, and there's contact. There's a bit of contact. Sylvan having a bit of a moment there. Miku sends it down the inside and just drives past him, holds his line through turn 2. I hate this camera angle. There we go. Miku emerging on top there. That means Jules is in 7th. And getting a great great front row seat to this spectacle here. Oops, sorry, my teeth has arrived. Put that under there. Anyway, enough about my dinner. We're just having a look here, seeing if there's any drama. I don't think Juice is going to be losing his lead anytime soon to Yannick, but P5 onwards is where it's all at. We can see Miku managing to pull a huge gap there. The pack has separated a tad, but I wouldn't count on the fight being over just yet. We still got to go round 3 more times. I think, yeah, Miku isn't under any real pressure here on this straight. He just sends it round not as he would. Jules not managing to make a move either. So as it stands, Jules will just clinch the title. Only just though. We saw IGK retire in the first couple laps. He was the first to go out after a massive spin, so that fight was put to bed fairly quickly, I should say. But we are here. Sorry about that. Yeah, we are where we are now, and Juiced is leading with just over 2 laps to go, or just under 2 laps. We see 4th place, Aiden managing to snatch the fastest lap from Yannick there. Now I want to know, will Yannick have enough time to pit and respond to Aiden? No, he will not. He has to stay there and just pray Juice makes a mistake and Jules. Otherwise, it will come down to the wire, but Yannick will just clench. Yannick? Jules will just clench it. As for constructors, that is an interesting point actually. I believe McLaren will take it, yeah, because both the racing points have retired, which means McLaren are constructors championships unless they both constructors champions, unless they both have a horrific accident. We see Juice now coming down the straight, beginning lap 34. The gap isn't huge, but it's massive for 2 laps, so I don't think we'll be seeing a fight there anytime soon. Also, the 5, 6, 7, 8 gap broke up fairly quickly, but Jules is still very much looking to have a go. Same with that Ferrari and Martin. You can just about see Terror in the back there. Too far to do anything. We're going to stay on board with Sylvan as he comes round the final corner. Jules getting a pretty good exit there. Not good enough though. As he opens DRS, he's just going to come flying past. Jules forced to the inside. What a move there. Aiden nearly caught in it, coming out the pits. Jesus Christ, that's what you get when you don't look forward. Just missed Aiden coming out the pits. That could have been very close there. Jesus. But anyway, we have Jules now up into 6th after that overtake, and Martin has closed the gap up. Terror just a bit far behind, only a couple seconds. Ooh, big accident, big drama. Silver has spun. Martin had to take to the wall to avoid it, and that puts to bed that fight fairly quickly. I believe Martin might have some damage there as he hits the wall quite violently, I must say, which leads Jules to just clench it there. Big spin there from Sylvan. Good job we caught that. But Jules and Martin might not be able to fight. See Aiden trying to get involved in the middle of it there. He's going to be trying to set a fastest lap. He'll be like, come on lads, what are you doing? Get a move on. Anyway, you can hear his little Scottish voice if you just think about it. Anyway, there's a sector 3 yellow flag, one of the Hasses. That will be Sylvan, who's had another off. Why isn't the camera focusing on him? But yeah, his chance of a P5, the pole sitter. Anyway, the pole sitter's chances of a good result ended in that final corner there. but the fight is still on between Jules and Martin. Jules is champion. He'll have that in the back of his mind as Aiden flies through them both there. He's on the fastest lap, so we're just going to sit with him for a bit, watch him drive round, as the gaps don't seem to be changing much. He's of course lapped, so he has all the ghosting he needs. But yeah, he's coming purple sector 2, unless he makes a mistake here, which I doubt he will. He will be out of it. Locks up though, that could cost him. As we see Juiced coming across the line. Aiden, we were too busy watching that. Juiced uneventfully comes across the line in second. Yannick, first. Yannick in second is not enough for the championship. Steph also across the line. Silu in fourth. Jules in fifth. So Jules, you are looking at your FRL Season 6 champion. Right there, finishing P5 after penalties. Miku in 6th, Terror in 7th, Martin in the wall, but it doesn't matter because it's over, and we just see one of the Red Bulls there slam it in. But anyway, Jules is crowned your FRL Season 6 champion. I will go through the grid order in a second, but that was a close one. That was definitely an interesting fight in the midfield. Not so much up front, but yeah, it must have been the fight of their life for Jules. Aiden with a few Geordie pogs. So your podiums then, we just have a look at the next screen. Podium is made up of Juiced in the Alfa Romeo, the Renault of Yannick, and the Williams of Steph. And we got Silu in a very strong 4th, Jules in 5th, and your champion for this season. Miku in 6th, Terror in 7th, Martin 8th, Silver in 9th, and Aiden in 10th with the fastest lap. So he's just about managed to clinch 2 points from this. Your retirements, Joey, who we saw Binnett in the final stages of the race around at turn 3, if you remember that. Symbolics, who had a shocker. Chris, Jokel and Shape, who retired on their own accord, and Girl, who retired in the first couple of laps. Anyway, that's all from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching the season's end of FRL Season 6. We hope to see a lot of you next season. If you do want to join, click the link in the description. And I've been Zach Woodhead, aka Tenured Frog, aka Frog, and I will catch you all next time. Later, guys. Enjoy your evening.